As we continue our journey into the heart of Stoicism, let's reflect on how transforming our perceptions and mastering our minds can lead to a more empowered life. What if you could stop letting the past control you? Imagine living free from the chains of regret and without the constant worry of an uncertain future. What if the secret to true strength lies not in external circumstances, but in how you perceive and respond to them? This is the essence of Stoicism. If you wish to be a Stoic, stop replaying the past in your mind and cease being anxious about the future. To be enslaved by the illusions of what was or what might be is to forfeit your power in the present. As a Stoic, you must understand that your mind is an incredibly powerful tool, capable of shaping realities, perceptions, and emotions. This is why you cannot afford to let it run wild. Instead, you must harness it to your advantage, turning it into an ally in your pursuit of virtue and guiding you through the present moment. Imagine your mind as a fortress, strong, unyielding, and protected from the outside chaos. When you face an insult or criticism, as Epictetus said, if someone tried to take control of your body and make you a slave, you would fight for freedom. Yet how easily you hand over your mind to anyone who insults you. When you let their words dominate your thoughts, you make them your master. Instead of letting negativity settle in, Stoicism teaches that your mind should remain fortified against such influences. The true battle is against your own reactions, not the words of outsiders. Visualize navigating life like a seasoned captain, calm and composed, even amidst a storm. Life is full of whirlwinds, challenges, and storms, but the Stoic mindset allows you to face them with unshakable clarity. This isn't just reserved for a select few, it's a skill anyone can master. Welcome to the transformative world of Stoicism, where we take control of our minds and, as a result, take control of our lives. Stoicism isn't just about enduring hardships, it's about thriving amidst them, turning every challenge into an opportunity for personal growth and inner peace. As we embark on this journey together, let's discover the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, learning how to harness the power of your mind to create a life full of tranquility, resilience, and fulfillment. By embracing the Stoic path, we unlock the doors to a more controlled, composed, and contented version of ourselves. Your journey towards mastering your mind through the art of Stoicism begins now. In the bustling rhythm of modern life, where every day presents new challenges and opportunities, Stoicism offers us timeless guidance. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, taught a profound lesson that resonates even today. Your perception of the world shapes your experience of it. This lesson is not just a philosophical musing, it's a practical tool for navigating the complexities of life. It underpins the Stoic belief in the power of the mind and the potential for inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. Lesson 1. The power of perception. Aurelius famously stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. This powerful sentiment forms the bedrock of our exploration. It suggests that the key to enduring happiness and strength lies not in altering our external world, but in transforming our internal one. Our perceptions, the lens through which we view our surroundings, shape our reality. By consciously choosing how we perceive events, we can navigate life's ups and downs with equanimity and grace. Practical exercise. Start with reflective journaling. Each morning, write down your immediate thoughts and feelings. Throughout the day, note any negative perceptions and actively work to reframe them into positive or neutral perspectives. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I always perform poorly in meetings," recall a time when you contributed effectively and challenge that negative belief. By doing this, we train ourselves to see the world not as it appears, but as it truly is, without the distortion of unhelpful emotions. Rationality, a guiding principle, a key element of Aurelius's teachings, is the role of rationality in human life. He viewed reason as the guiding force that enables us to distinguish between what is within our control and what is beyond it. This discernment is crucial in focusing our energies productively. By understanding and accepting the limits of our control, we can invest our efforts where they will have the most impact. Stoicism teaches us to embrace rationality, not just as a way of thinking, but as a way of living. Embracing challenges as opportunities, Marcus Aurelius proposed a radical reframe of obstacles. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This Stoic perspective sees challenges not as barriers, but as pathways to growth and development. When faced with adversity, instead of succumbing to despair, we are encouraged to find strength and resilience in these moments. This lesson is about transforming trials into triumphs, seeing every difficulty as a chance to practice virtues like patience, discipline, and resilience. The present moment and mortality. Another pivotal aspect of Aurelius's philosophy is his reflection on mortality. Far from being a morbid preoccupation, mortality serves as a powerful tool to cherish the present moment. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This awareness of life's transience urges us to live fully in the now, to appreciate each moment and infuse our actions with meaning and purpose. It's a call to live not just existentially, but substantially, making the most of the time we have. As we continue to explore the Stoic teachings, let's take a moment to reflect on how the awareness of our mortality can motivate us to live a more meaningful life, and how embracing challenges as opportunities will help us build strength and resilience. In the next lesson, we will dive deeper into the concept of self-reflection and how it plays a crucial role in building inner strength and resilience on the Stoic path. As we delve deeper into Stoic philosophy, let's first reflect on how cultivating self-control and understanding can help us navigate life's challenges with poise and clarity. What if you could transform every obstacle into an opportunity for growth? Imagine facing life's trials with a calm, rational mind, empowered by the ability to see challenges as stepping stones rather than barriers. This is the essence of Stoicism, embracing life's challenges, not as hindrances, but as paths to growth and resilience. Building upon the foundation of Stoicism, we now move to the second key lesson, the practice of rationality and understanding control. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, emphasized that rationality is the compass guiding us through life's complexities. Stoicism teaches us to discern between what we can control and what lies beyond our influence. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, we create a foundation of mental strength. On the other hand, we are encouraged to develop acceptance for the things outside our control, like the actions of others or unpredictable life events. This distinction is the key to living a Stoic life, a life rooted in clarity and purpose. Practical exercise, rational decision-making. When faced with a decision, whether big or small, take a moment to list the pros and cons. Ask yourself, does this choice align with rational thought, or is it driven by impulse? Practice this daily, even for small decisions. Over time, you'll build a habit of rational thinking that empowers you to make clearer choices. When overwhelmed, focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. This mental shift is an essential part of Stoic practice. It empowers us to focus our energy on what truly matters. Rationality, the heart of Stoicism. At the heart of this lesson is the Stoic belief in rationality. For Stoics, rationality isn't just a tool, it's the lens through which we view the world. It allows us to differentiate between what is essential and what is not, guiding us toward decisions rooted in wisdom and clarity. Stoicism doesn't encourage the suppression of emotions. Rather, it teaches us to understand and manage them with reason. This process isn't about ignoring emotions, but about interpreting them thoughtfully, leading to more deliberate and wise actions. Control and acceptance. Embracing what we can't change. A core tenet of Stoicism is understanding what we can control and what we cannot. As Aurelius famously said, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This concept urges us to confront challenges with rationality and clarity, rather than responding impulsively or with frustration. By approaching obstacles with this mindset, we conserve our mental energy and discover creative solutions to the problems we face. Every challenge becomes a question to solve, rather than an insurmountable barrier. The power of perception, revisited. Returning to the first lesson, we see how the power of perception plays a significant role in the practice of rationality. Our perceptions, filtered through the lens of reason, determine how we respond to events. By choosing to perceive challenges as opportunities for growth, we align ourselves with Stoic principles. This conscious shift in perception empowers us to maintain inner peace and resilience, even in chaotic situations. Imagine viewing a difficult conversation not as a personal attack, but as a chance to practice patience and understanding. Daily practice of rational thinking. Integrating this Stoic wisdom into our daily lives involves consistent reflection and rational thinking. Begin each day by examining your thoughts. Question your automatic reactions and strive to align your actions with your core values. By dedicating time each day to self-reflection, you ensure that your decisions are based on reason and not impulsive emotions. This practice helps to build inner resilience, enabling you to face life's uncertainties with confidence and calm. The Stoic practice of rationality, a path to personal mastery. This lesson in rationality is about mastering our responses to life's challenges. By understanding what we can control and practicing rational decision-making, we become equipped to handle whatever comes our way. We move beyond merely enduring hardships, instead navigating them with a steady hand and a clear mind. Rationality is the foundation of Stoic philosophy, and as we apply it to our lives, we unlock a deeper sense of inner strength and peace. Next lesson, cultivating mind control and inner serenity. As we continue to deepen our understanding of Stoicism, we'll now explore the crucial practice of mind control and inner serenity. This lesson dives into the power of mastering your mind to achieve lasting peace, drawing from Marcus Aurelius's teachings on the subject. Stay with us as we delve into the principles that will allow you to find serenity in the face of external chaos and discover how to cultivate a resilient and focused mind. As we continue our Stoic journey, let's pause for a moment to reflect on how cultivating self-reflection, mindfulness, and emotional intelligence can help us build a foundation of inner strength. How can we navigate life's challenges with calmness, clarity, and resilience? This is the heart of Stoicism, developing the ability to control our minds and reactions, regardless of the storms we face in life. The path to inner peace and fortitude begins with understanding the power of perception and rationality. The process of self-reflection is an essential part of this journey. By regularly assessing our responses to external events, we can identify areas for personal growth and create strategies to enhance our mental fortitude. Every challenge we encounter, becomes an opportunity to strengthen ourselves. Reflect on the events of today. Did you act impulsively, or did you pause to consider your response? Was your reaction grounded in wisdom, courage, or temperance, as the Stoics would advise? Self-reflection isn't about harsh judgment or regret. It's about observing ourselves with honesty and a desire to grow. To make self-reflection a habit, find a method that resonates with you. It could be writing in a journal, speaking aloud, or reflecting during a peaceful walk. The key is consistency. Use this time to evaluate your actions, your reactions, and how well they align with your Stoic principles. It's about constructive introspection, understanding where you've succeeded and where you can improve. By making self-reflection a daily ritual, we can continually grow into better versions of ourselves. Building the inner citadel, a fortress of strength. One of the key lessons from Marcus Aurelius is the idea of building the inner citadel, a mental fortress that provides refuge and strength in times of stress and adversity. This citadel is not just a metaphor. It is the foundation of our mental peace, where virtues like wisdom, courage, and temperance reign supreme. It is a space where we can find tranquility, regardless of what happens outside. By cultivating this inner strength, we can navigate life's challenges with composure and grace. Imagine your mind as a fortress, secure and impenetrable, standing firm in the face of life's turbulent winds. When faced with stress or challenges, retreat into this mental stronghold. One practical exercise for building your inner citadel is mindful breathing. In moments of stress, pause and focus on your breath for a few minutes. Let the air fill your lungs as you detach from chaotic thoughts and return your mind to a state of calm. This small act of pausing allows you to regain control and prevent yourself from reacting impulsively. Remember, you choose how you respond. When faced with stressful situations, remind yourself, I choose not to give this power over me. This simple phrase can empower you to reclaim your inner strength and maintain your composure no matter the circumstances. Lesson 3. The power of controlling the mind. The third Stoic lesson that Marcus Aurelius teaches us is how to control our minds. In order to achieve inner serenity, true peace comes from within, not from external circumstances. The Stoics believed that the turbulence we often experience is not due to external events, but because of our reactions to them. This realization gives us the power to take control of our mental state. By mastering our thoughts and emotions, we can maintain tranquility regardless of the chaos around us. Stoicism doesn't advocate for the suppression of emotions. Instead, it teaches us to understand and manage them through reason. Emotions are not our enemies, they are signals. The key is to interpret these signals through the lens of reason and logic, allowing us to respond to emotional situations with clarity and wisdom. When we practice this, we prevent impulsive reactions that could lead to regret. Mindfulness and present moment awareness. A crucial aspect of controlling the mind is the practice of mindfulness and staying aware of the present moment. This means focusing our attention on the here and now, acknowledging our thoughts and sensations without judgment. Aurelius advised that by anchoring ourselves in the present, we can free ourselves from the anxieties of the future and the regrets of the past. This practice helps us find peace in the current moment, giving us the ability to navigate challenges with a calm and centered mind. Another essential practice for mastering mind control is regular self-reflection. By examining our thoughts, motivations, and actions, we can align them with our core values and principles. This process helps us grow wiser each day and strengthens our connection to the Stoic ideals of virtue. Through consistent self-reflection, we refine our character and increase our capacity for resilience. The journey ahead. As we continue to embody the Stoic path, we can draw upon these lessons of mindfulness, perception, and emotional control to guide us through life's uncertainties. The lessons of the inner citadel and rationality have shown us how to master our reactions and develop the inner strength needed to face the storms of life with wisdom and composure. As we move forward, let's carry these principles with us, letting them shape our actions and responses in every moment. In the next lesson, we will explore how embracing challenges can further strengthen our resilience and character. Stay with us as we uncover how obstacles can be transformed into powerful opportunities for growth. As we move forward in our exploration of Stoicism, let's take a moment to reflect on the core teachings that shape our approach to life's challenges. Earlier, we discussed the power of perception and the ability to control our reactions to events. This next lesson builds on those ideas by highlighting a crucial aspect of Stoic philosophy: the art of cultivating resilience through acceptance. Acceptance is the key to unlocking Stoic resilience. As we face adversity, we are reminded that our power does not lie in controlling external events, but in our responses to them. The Stoics teach us that while we cannot control everything that happens, we do have the ability to shape our attitude towards those events. This simple but profound realization can be incredibly liberating. It forms the foundation of Stoic resilience, helping us to navigate life with a calm, composed mind, even in the face of difficulties. Resilience in the face of adversity is at the very heart of Stoic practice. Stoicism doesn't ask us to avoid challenges, nor does it suggest that we should deny the hardships we face. Instead, it encourages us to confront difficulties with a clear, rational mind. By doing so, we become more adaptable, more robust, and better equipped to withstand life's inevitable challenges. Resilience comes from the ability to look at any situation, no matter how difficult, and choose how we respond. With practice, we become more skilled in facing adversity with grace and wisdom. One powerful way to cultivate this resilience is through mindful acceptance. Incorporating mindfulness into our daily routine helps us practice acceptance by teaching us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Instead of reacting impulsively, we learn to accept our emotions as they are, recognizing them without allowing them to dictate our behavior. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or surrendering. Rather, it's about acknowledging the reality of our current situation and working from that point forward. Learning from nature is another important part of this Stoic practice. The natural world doesn't resist the changing seasons or the weather. It adapts and endures. Similarly, Stoics encourage us to embrace the flow of life, understanding that change and impermanence are inherent parts of our existence. Just as nature adapts to every new season, we must learn to adapt to life's shifting circumstances. Practical exercise. Daily acceptance affirmations. Start each morning by identifying something outside your control, something you can't change, such as the weather, the actions of others, or the course of an unexpected event. Verbally accept it. By doing so, you begin to cultivate a mindset of acceptance that will help you handle larger, more significant challenges when they arise. Reflect on a setback you've encountered. Instead of dwelling on frustration, acknowledge it as part of your journey. What can this challenge teach you about persistence? What does it reveal about your ability to adapt? Lesson 5 of Stoic philosophy. Developing resilience through acceptance. This lesson is a powerful guide to mental and emotional fortitude. Through the practice of acceptance, we learn to face life's uncertainties, not with fear and resistance, but with strength and flexibility. Acceptance helps us build resilience. It allows us to adapt to change and emerge from difficulties with a deeper understanding of life and a greater appreciation for the lessons that adversity brings. By embracing acceptance, we cultivate a mindset that is less easily shaken by the unpredictable twists and turns of life. This kind of resilience is the essence of Stoic philosophy, learning to live with grace and strength, regardless of external circumstances. Lesson 6. Fostering emotional agility with Stoicism. As we continue to dive deeper into Stoic philosophy, we come to Lesson 6, which centers around the idea of fostering emotional agility. Emotional agility, according to the Stoics, is essential to mastering the mind. This concept, deeply ingrained in the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers, teaches us how to navigate our emotions effectively, responding to life's challenges with resilience and wisdom. Understanding emotional agility. Emotional agility in Stoicism refers to our ability to experience emotions fully while maintaining the capacity to think and act rationally. It's about accepting our emotions, not suppressing them, and recognizing them without allowing them to control us. This skill is vital because it enables us to face life's difficulties with clarity and balance, preventing us from being swept away by intense feelings or reactive behaviors. The role of rationality in managing emotions is central to Stoic thought. Marcus Aurelius and his contemporaries emphasized that while emotions are a natural part of human life, it is our rational mind that should guide our responses. Rationality does not mean ignoring or suppressing emotions, but rather understanding them and allowing reason to shape our reactions. In Stoic philosophy, emotions are seen not as obstacles but as signals that can help us learn more about ourselves and the situations we face. Where will this journey take us? As we continue to explore Stoicism, we will delve deeper into how the Stoic practices of perception, rationality, and emotional agility can help us build a more resilient and purposeful life. In the next lesson, we will discover how facing challenges through a Stoic lens can transform our approach to adversity, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. Stay tuned as we continue this transformative journey through the wisdom of the Stoics. Building upon our earlier discussion of emotional agility, we now move into a deeper realm of Stoic philosophy, the practice of Stoic detachment. By understanding our emotions and responding to them with reason, we can maintain a balance that helps us navigate life's complexities. Stoicism teaches us not to suppress our emotions, but to engage with them thoughtfully and with intention. Through mindfulness and self-awareness, we begin to manage our emotional reactions more effectively, fostering greater emotional intelligence. Emotional agility. Through Stoicism, the first step to emotional agility is acknowledging and understanding our emotions. Stoicism emphasizes that emotions are not inherently bad, but it's how we engage with them that matters most. By observing our emotions without judgment, we create space to decide how best to respond to them. This practice of emotional awareness allows us to understand the root causes of our feelings, giving us the power to change our response patterns. Imagine for a moment how much more control we would have over our lives if we simply paused before reacting. Every emotional reaction, whether it's frustration, joy, or sadness, is an opportunity for us to pause, reflect, and decide how to respond with clarity. Rather than being driven by immediate impulses, we can engage our rational minds to choose the best course of action. The balance between emotion and reason. At the heart of emotional agility lies the delicate balance between emotional and rational responses. It's about giving ourselves permission to feel deeply, but also tapping into our rational mind to steer us toward actions that align with our values and long-term goals. This balance allows us to navigate complex situations with both empathy and logic. The Stoic approach is not to disregard emotions, but to respond to them with awareness and control, ensuring that we act in accordance with reason. For instance, imagine dealing with an emotionally charged conversation. Instead of reacting out of anger or frustration, the Stoic would pause, recognize the emotion, and reflect on how best to respond. The goal is not to suppress the emotion, but to recognize it, understand its root, and then take action that aligns with your values. This creates a powerful habit of rational decision-making that can be applied to all areas of life. Learning from emotional experiences, Stoicism encourages us to use every emotional experience as an opportunity for growth. When we reflect on our emotional responses and understand their triggers, we gain valuable insights into our deeper values and beliefs. Every emotional reaction, whether positive or negative, reveals something about who we are and what truly matters to us. This self-awareness allows us to continuously refine our behavior and approach to life. By viewing emotional experiences as learning opportunities, we foster a mindset of growth and adaptation. Practical exercise, emotional labeling. One effective way to practice emotional agility is through emotional labeling. This means when you experience a strong emotion, whether it's anxiety, frustration, or joy, take a moment to label it. For example, you might say to yourself, "I am feeling anxious," or "I am feeling excited." This simple act of acknowledgement helps to create emotional distance, allowing you to evaluate the situation more objectively. Then ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What can I do about it? How can I respond in a way that is aligned with my values and long-term goals? In moments of joy, take time to savor the emotion fully. Reflect on what this positive emotion reveals about your values and priorities. By practicing this reflective approach, we begin to foster a deeper understanding of ourselves and our emotional patterns, making it easier to respond with wisdom and balance in the future. Mindful responses and Stoic detachment at the core of Stoic. Detachment is the idea of separating ourselves from the emotions we experience. This doesn't mean becoming indifferent or cold. Rather, it's about observing our emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. Mindfulness plays a central role in this practice. By being mindful of our thoughts and feelings, we can step back and observe them without reacting impulsively. This ability to pause before reacting empowers us to choose our responses rather than being controlled by automatic emotional reactions. The art of observation. Mindfulness teaches us to practice observing our emotional responses from a distance. By becoming observers of our thoughts and feelings, we can detach from them, allowing us to choose more thoughtful, rational actions. This separation is crucial in maintaining mental equilibrium, as it helps us remain centered, no matter the external circumstances. Embracing impermanence. Fundamental Stoic principle is the acceptance of impermanence. Life, with its ever-changing nature, is in constant flux. The Stoics teach us to accept this truth, seeing it not as something to fear, but as a natural part of life. Just as the seasons change, so too do our circumstances, and Stoicism encourages us to embrace this impermanence with an open heart. By understanding that change is inevitable, we free ourselves from the burden of trying to control the uncontrollable. Instead, we focus on adapting to change and finding peace in the present moment. This practice of embracing impermanence leads to a deeper sense of inner peace, helping us stay grounded even when life's challenges arise. Practical exercise, acceptance, affirmations. Useful practice to incorporate into daily life is the use of acceptance affirmations. Each morning, take a moment to acknowledge something you cannot control. It could be something as simple as the weather or an unexpected event. By verbally accepting what is outside of your control, you begin to build a mindset of acceptance that will help you navigate life's challenges more effectively. Looking ahead, cultivating resilience through acceptance. As we continue on this journey of Stoic philosophy, we learn how acceptance becomes a foundation for resilience. By understanding that we cannot control everything, but we can control our reactions, we start to build mental and emotional strength. This resilient mindset helps us adapt to life's inevitable changes with calmness and clarity, turning every challenge into an opportunity for growth. In the next lesson, we will explore how emotional agility, the ability to respond to life's challenges with balance and wisdom, can further strengthen our Stoic resolve. As we embrace the art of mindfulness and acceptance, we prepare ourselves for deeper transformation. Stay tuned for the next part of our journey into the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. As we continue our exploration of Stoic principles, we turn our attention to the practice of Stoic detachment. This principle, which builds on the earlier lessons of rationality and emotional control, is crucial in mastering our responses to the world around us. By understanding how to detach from external events and emotional disturbances, we can maintain our mental equilibrium and make decisions that align with our values. Mastering Stoic detachment. Stoic detachment is not about withdrawing from life or becoming indifferent. Rather, it's about creating mental space between ourselves and the external events that could potentially disrupt our peace of mind. It's about recognizing that while we can't control everything around us, we can control our responses. Imagine standing at the edge of a storm. While the wind may howl and the rain may pour, your foundation remains firm, unshaken. This is the essence of Stoic detachment, remaining steady in the face of external chaos. The key is to observe our emotions and reactions, but not to be ruled by them. By practicing detachment, we can see things for what they truly are, neither good nor bad, but simply events that we can choose to engage with in a way that doesn't disrupt our inner peace. This practice encourages us to act with clarity and composure, no matter what life throws our way. The importance of mindfulness. One of the most effective ways to cultivate Stoic detachment is through mindfulness. This practice involves being fully present in the moment, observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When we become aware of our emotions, whether anger, sadness, or joy, we can detach from them and choose how to respond thoughtfully. Just like a calm lake that reflects the world around it, our minds too can reflect clarity when we step back and allow ourselves to simply observe. This mindful observation provides the mental space we need to respond with wisdom. Instead of reacting impulsively to a stressful situation, we pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with our deeper values. By practicing mindfulness in everyday situations, whether it's a conflict at work, a challenging conversation, or even just dealing with traffic, we learn to remain unshaken and composed, no matter the external circumstances. Embracing the impermanence of life. A central tenet of Stoic philosophy is the acceptance of life's impermanence, the understanding that nothing lasts forever. Everything around us, whether it's joy, success, or hardship, is fleeting. This perspective is crucial in helping us detach from both the pleasures and pains of life. Just as the seasons change, so too do our circumstances. By embracing impermanence, we reduce our attachment to external conditions and find peace in the present moment. Think about a time when you were caught in a difficult situation, perhaps a setback at work or a personal struggle. Now imagine being able to view that moment not as a problem, but as a lesson, a fleeting event that holds value for your growth. When we accept that change and loss are part of life's natural cycle, we begin to see every experience, no matter how painful, as an opportunity to learn and evolve. Practical exercise, emotional detachment. Here's a practical exercise for cultivating Stoic detachment, emotional labeling. When you feel a strong emotion, take a moment to identify it. I am feeling anxious, or I am feeling frustrated. By labeling the emotion, you create a moment of awareness between the emotion and your reaction. Then take a step further. Ask yourself why you feel this way and how you can address it logically. By separating yourself from the emotion and observing it, you prevent it from controlling your behavior. Another exercise is to practice detachment from external events. When watching the news or hearing about global problems that are beyond your control, remind yourself of your circle of influence. What can you control in this situation? Focus on your response to it, rather than becoming overwhelmed by the magnitude of things you cannot change, the power of Stoic detachment. The practice of Stoic detachment brings us closer to a life where we are not ruled by our emotions or by external circumstances. It provides us with the strength to face adversity with composure and clarity. It is not about avoiding life's challenges, but about embracing them with a clear and calm mind, choosing to engage with them in a way that promotes growth and understanding. As we move into our next lesson, we'll explore reflective meditation, a Stoic practice that allows us to deepen our self-awareness and sharpen our ability to navigate life's complexities. Stay with us as we continue our journey to inner peace and mental fortitude through the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and the Stoic philosophers. As we continue to explore the power of Stoic philosophy, let's now delve into the profound concept of amor fati, the love of one's fate. This principle teaches us not only to accept the circumstances of our lives, but to embrace them with open arms, no matter how challenging they may seem. Stoicism encourages us to transform our relationship with adversity, shaping it into something that serves our growth and development. Embracing amor fati, a shift in mindset to truly integrate amor fati into our daily lives, we need to reframe how we view challenges. Instead of seeing them as obstacles or setbacks, we begin to understand them as necessary parts of our journey, carefully placed by the universe for our benefit. These moments of struggle are not to be feared, but welcomed, as they are opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective allows us to approach life's difficulties with a positive and constructive attitude, transforming how we experience and respond to adversity. The role of mindfulness and gratitude. Two powerful tools in cultivating amor fati are mindfulness and gratitude. By practicing mindfulness, we immerse ourselves fully in the present moment, appreciating every small experience without rushing or regretting. Gratitude, on the other hand, helps us to recognize the value in everything that happens, including the challenges. It teaches us to see even the hardest times as opportunities to learn and grow. Together, these practices build a foundation for loving our fate, regardless of what it brings our way. Imagine facing a setback like a job loss. Instead of dwelling on the frustration, mindfulness helps us accept the moment, and gratitude allows us to find new opportunities that could emerge, perhaps a chance to explore a new career path or focus on personal growth. Embracing amor fati invites us to not just endure life, but to actively love the journey even when it's tough. Courage and optimism. The Stoic spirit to truly embrace amor fati, we need courage, the courage to face whatever life throws at us, and optimism to believe that everything good or bad happens for our growth and betterment. This approach empowers us to live fully, without the fear of the unknown or the resistance to inevitable change. It is about realizing that every challenge, every difficult moment, is actually a step forward in becoming the person we are meant to be. Practical exercise. Gratitude journaling. A great way to practice amor fati is through gratitude journaling. Each day, take a moment to reflect on a challenging event you faced. Write down not just what happened, but also the positive aspects or lessons you learned from it. By consistently doing this, we train ourselves to see everything in life as an opportunity for growth, regardless of the obstacles in our way. For instance, during a difficult period like a job loss, focus on the personal growth it provides, perhaps more time for self-improvement or exploring new opportunities. This practice nurtures the Stoic mindset of loving what life brings, no matter how challenging it seems at the moment. Living amor fati. The practice of amor fati calls us to fully embrace every experience, both the hardships and the victories. It challenges us to find peace and joy in everything that comes our way, seeing each moment not as a burden, but as a stepping stone toward personal and philosophical growth. It is an active choice to not only accept life's twists and turns, but to love them, because they shape who we are becoming. As we conclude this lesson, let's carry this mindset forward into our daily lives. Let us love our fate, regardless of where it takes us. In the next lesson, we will explore Stoic indifference, a powerful practice that helps us maintain inner peace and tranquility, regardless of external circumstances.